RATE, a balanced approach to evaluating educational technologies, by Caroline Sinkinson, Mark J. Werner, and Diane Elizabeth Sieber. This article was featured in EDUCAUSE Review, published June 16, 2014, by Addison Carnes. The title of this article is Rate, a Balanced Approach to Evaluating Educational Technologies. The three authors of this paper worked at the University of Colorado, Boulder. Caroline Sinkinson is a teaching and learning librarian for all the university libraries. Mark Werner is an associate director of academic technology, strategy, and support. And Diane Sieber is the associate dean of education in the College of Engineering and Applied Science. They evaluated the role of technology in learning. It was acknowledged that it's important to introduce students to modern information technology because this technology is commonplace in the working world, so it's important to familiarize students with it at a young age. Now, these technological improvements are inevitable, and teachers are struggling to keep up. So the premise of this study was that technology is being adopted more quickly than it can be assessed by traditional methods. Now, Central IT has certain challenges. It needs data in order to assess these new technologies. They have to evaluate the risks, such as security, privacy, and failure, and they have to evaluate the costs, including licensing, hosting, and human resources. So they need a quicker method of evaluation of these technologies. So the authors of this article have proposed and implemented their own evaluation methodology called RATE, or Rapid Assessment of Information Technologies. It's a collaborative and multidisciplinary process in which they identify, evaluate, and recommend new academic technologies for adoption. This is done through the use of several pilot studies across campus. Now, they portrayed the RATE process in the flowchart below. Initially, they will identify an object of inquiry. Let's say a new technology is being proposed. What they'll do is seek pilot participants. They'll find certain departments that would participate and enroll the students in this new technology. So they'll compose the study and provide these students and teachers with the new technology. So they will submit an institutional review board their documentation for their study. Then they will implement this new technology in a pilot program. Now, this pilot program is typically short, about 6 months or a semester, and then they will analyze the feedback and the results from the study. So within a single semester, they're already generating results. So they can distribute their findings and report. Then they can participate on the IT project team. Now, the types of evaluations performed in REIT are to determine the type of technological advantages of this new technology over existing technologies. They want to assess the costs and limits of technology for teaching and learning methods. So using these methods, they're going to determine the best technology for those methods of both teaching and learning. Then they will determine the effectiveness of teaching with these new technologies. Now, in response to this article, the authors clearly acknowledge that there's a need for technology in schools. There's no way around this, but they found that most of the opposition to this new technology is simply because it was improperly implemented. Now, through their use of the small-scale pilot studies, they can test the viability of a new technology before a larger investment is made. For instance, implementing the technology campus-wide. They can test it using a few focus groups or pilot studies, so the initial cost would be low. Now, there is great potential for the commercialization of this. Now, if you could imagine RAIT consulting teams that would contract with schools and businesses to test out these new technologies, and there's always work for it because there is a continuous stream of opportunities stemming from new technologies. So this will always ensure the effectiveness of educational technology because of these RAIT consulting teams. Thank you.